just about to get underway. And on the hill, the lefty, Clayton Kershaw. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Jung-Hoo Lee leading things off and takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And down on strikes. And now one away.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Willie Adames at the plate now. That's ball one. And Willie fouls one back. One out, base is empty. Ball. Back up the, oh, that got him. To first, and he beats it. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Boog.
Here's Elliot Ramos. And that's in there at the knees.
0-1.
Fouled off left side. And the 0-2. And that one gets past the catcher. Adames into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Adames, the runner at second with one away.
Two balls, two
in
strikes.
the dirt. And he deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. Get out of town. He sends it out of here. And the Giants have the lead now. It's 2-0.
Looks like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Wilmer Flores. First pitch, and he just misses. Kershaw fires. And there's the ball. Kershaw maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
And that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Now it's Dominic Smith. And a foul ball. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
You know, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Kershaw deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Casey Schmidt, the next Giant to hit. Just missed.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button. Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Outside low, and it's 2-2.
2-2 to count.
Just missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
2 outs. Gets a piece and stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Right fielder, Gerard Encarnacion.
First and second, 2 outs. And up next for San Francisco, Gerard Encarnacion. Ball 1, no strikes. Two on, 2 outs. Next offering is fouled back. Two on, 2 outs. That one missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that one hammered back there. And it's gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
2 outs, nobody on. And up next for the Giants, Tyler Fitzgerald. Just
Nope, that's a ball.
missed.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
In there at the knees, that's strike 1.
I got a ball.
2
1
out,
strike.
space is empty. That one ripped. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Kershaw will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Now on the bump, number 70.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
So runner at second, 2 down. Andrew Kisner, the next Giant to hit. Just missed.
1-0.
Fitzgerald at second with 2 down. Two balls, no strikes to count. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Number 78 getting loose out there. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Ball 3.
This one in the dirt.
3 balls, 1 strike.
In there at the knees for a strike.
3-2.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 1 after striking out looking to start the game. And first offering is fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
First and second, 2 down. Liner, and this could be trouble. Coming home. 1 run across. Coming home. The relay to the plate. Slides his hand in there. Safe. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
So a man aboard at the plate. Willie Adames reached on an infield single his first time. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Pajes under it, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 7-0. Back after this on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, and on the hill here today, Landon Roop. What do we need to know here?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
And now here's the veteran DH, Miguel Rojas.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
On the ground, Smith steps on first for the out.
Batting second.
Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Mookie Betts in the box now. No balls and a strike. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Ball, that's it.
He swings and fouls one off. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. And he's safe at first.
Definitely a tough play right there, and he had a little trouble on the transfer. Didn't seem to be able to get the grip and get rid of it, and that made all the difference.
Man at first, and up next for Los Angeles, Freddie Freeman.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Will Smith to the plate. First
Ball.
pitch
That's
just
inside.
misses.
Two balls, no strikes.
In the dirt. And another
Outside, that's
ball.
a ball.
And that'll load the bases.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So bases all loaded up. Hernandez digs in now. Just
Nope.
missed.
Ball one.
Rue. He isn't really known as a starting
1-0.
pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Close
That's a ball.
one, doesn't get the call. And now 2-0. Betts on third. Freeman over at second. Smith over at first with one away. That one fouled off. 2-2. Up the middle. On the run. Sends it over to first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. Max Muncy at the dish.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike
0-1's the
one.
count.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
That's a laser base hit. One run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 7-3.
Perfect example right there. A hitter who hits the ball on the outside part of the plate the other way has to trust his hands and let the ball travel a little bit deeper.
What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and guys are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it. Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the second now from Dodger Stadium. It's the Giants 7 and the Dodgers 3. Second inning set to go. Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Ramos getting to start in left, 25 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico.
That's out.
Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
That
Two
one
balls,
almost got
2
him.
strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Not
Count
close
full.
with that one. Counts full, 3-2. That's hard hit on the line. Conforto makes the grab, 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Into center and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman Dominic Smith.
Dom Smith stands in. He's 0 for 1. And that's in for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. On the ground, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Giants 7, and the Dodgers down a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Soft contact in the air. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Looped that one in there for the knock. Definitely got that pitch on the outside of the cap a little bit, but he made it work for him. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
And next for L.A., Hesung Kim. That one
Ball
way
one, no
outside. Ball 1. And a strike. That
Ball,
misses,
that's out.
and that's ball 2. Sliced hard, but foul.
We got full count.
In the dirt. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Grounded out his first time. Center field. Lee. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 down. So a man aboard, Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And there's a foul ball.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
In the dirt, and the count even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the air, right field, Encarnacion. He makes the grab, and that's the inning. So the Dodgers leave 1. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Top half of the 3rd inning, and the batter now, Casey Schmidt. First pitch, not close.
Well, these Giants doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Up the middle, on the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
And digging in for San Francisco, Herrera Encarnacion. That one outside, and that is ball 1. That clips the corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there's 2 away.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Fitzgerald, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That one fouled off.
Ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
What a stop. The throw, it's there, and that's a great play. So they make short work of him there. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Giants 7 and the Dodgers 3. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Pitches in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Here's the 0-2. Ball 1 there. Next offering is down low.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
And that one is lifted in the air. Encarnacion sizes this one up. And out number one on the grab.
Now batting, the catcher, Will Smith.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. That one finds the zone. Strike
0-1's
one.
the count.
And
Well, that's
downstairs. That
That's
misses,
ball
and it's 2-1.
That's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
There's the strike.
2. Full count.
Ground ball left side. Over to Smith.
He's out.
And they get the out on Smith.
Now batting, second baseman, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. That's his third home run of the series, and they cut into the lead. It's 7-4. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
2 outs, base is empty. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1's the count.
Two down, nobody on.
0-2's the count.
Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Now he launches a throw over his head, but a great backup there, and no one will move up.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
So runner at second, 2 down. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. Inside, just missed. Muncy at second with 2 down. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. That misses,
ball two.
and a count 2-1. That's down and in. Michael Conforto waiting to bat for the Dodgers. And ball 4,
Nope.
2 aboard.
Ball 4.
Now batting.
First and second, 2 outs. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Doubled in his first AB. And that is out of play. And that one fouled off. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the last half of the third. Hit hard on the ground is short. Adames the throw to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 7-4. You're dialed into the show. New inning getting started. Leading off, Andrew Kisner.
Andrew Kisner.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Ripped, but it curls foul. On a line out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. Back to the top of the lineup. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Throwing the ball really well today. That two-seam fastball's got good run on it. Excellent job of moving it around the plate.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Willie Adames stands in. 1 for 2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's going back. Back some more. And out of here. He'll circle the bases. His second homer of this series. And they add to the lead. It's 9-4. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. A slider right down the middle of the plate. It's like slow motion for a hitter. You're just licking your chops, waiting for it to arrive, and you want to hit it a long way, and he did.
Now at the plate, Elliot Ramos. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. That one ripped right center field. And no one can get there. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double. And his second hit.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One out, runner at second. And now it's Wilmer Flores. He's 2 for 2. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. One out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. Got him looking for the K. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Well, he wasn't happy with that called third strike in and off the plate, and I think he's right. I mean, that miss, it's a really tough one, though, for an umpire back there, so I don't think you can be too mad at him. It looks like it's in the zone the entire way coming in until those last few feet, so I'd say pretty easy to understand why he'd say it clipped the corner. Just a nice pitch.
Kim makes the grab, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's opened up now, 9-4. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Hye-Sung Kim. That's way
Ball 1, no
outside. And that's ball 1.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. And it goes just foul. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And makes the grab. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So the batting order turns over. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch misses. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's to third. Schmidt slings to first in time.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
2 down, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Mookie Betts. There's a strike to Mookie. And that one upstairs, ball 1. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that.
Now
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Number 78.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Now the third baseman, Casey Schmidt. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Giants, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Struck him out without a swing. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, that's great execution of the pitch right there, and the battery working together. Catcher does a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that called 3rd strike.
Herrera Encarnacion, the next Giant to hit. Tap foul at the plate. Encarnacion, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And now 1-2. This one in the air. Betts makes the catch for the out. 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. And that's in the dirt. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That to right. Pajes sizing this one up, brings it in, and that is that. Bottom of the inning, and here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Root back to work. Just missed. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Randy Rodriguez, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Porter warming up as well. Outside corner, there's a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Outside.
2 strikes.
Missed inside with the curve. Fights it off. He'll see another. Hit hard, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Ball one, no strike.
Squirts away a little bit. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and there's one away.
Man, he had the stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
Bob Melvin hands the baseball over. Landon Root done for the day, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Righty reliever out of the pen, Randy Rodriguez.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Foul ball there. Freeman stands at first with one out. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Muncy stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Throws to first in time, and the inning is over. One left for L.A. They trail it here, 9-4. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's Andrew Kisner. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Alex Vesia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Ohtani, the right-hander, also getting loose. That one down the line. Muncy. One up, one down.
Now batting center fielder Jung-Hoo Lee.
So digging in, Jung-Hoo Lee. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And that one got a piece of him.
Take your base.
And up next for the Giants, Willie Adames. He's already homered here in this one. Fastball for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball. Swings and misses. Slider got him for strike 3.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Now the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Lead runner to second with 2 gone. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
First and second, 2 outs. Next will be the Giants DH, Wilmer Flores. Conforto sizes this one up, brings it in, and that'll do it. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 7, 8, 9, 2 up in the home half of the inning. It's the Giants 9 and the Dodgers 4. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. That one not close. Ball 1. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Hayden Birdsong appears to be getting loose. And there's a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. And that's outside. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
And here is Michael Conforto. And misses inside. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a liner out into right center for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And next for L.A., Hesung Kim. Inside. 1-0. Just missed. Conforto, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now 3-0. Fastball for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That's towards center. Lee on the move. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Miguel Rojas.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 3 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And there's a
One
ball.
ball, one strike.
And a foul ball. Started after it, appeal to first. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Seventh inning coming up. It's the Giants 9 and the Dodgers 4. Back here at Chavez Ravine, top of inning number 7. And now the first baseman, Dominic Smith. That one misses, and that is ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
And the 1-0. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
2-0.
Swinging a foul straight back. Fought off foul. Flares it into the outfield. Takes it in for the out. And digging in for San Francisco, Casey Schmidt. There's the strike. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-2 the count.
High in the air, out to right. Pajes takes it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Giants, right fielder, Gerardo.
And now the right fielder, Herrera Encarnacion. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And that's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. That clips the zone. Strike 1.
0-1.
And ball 1. Just missed.
Ball 2.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
3-1 now. That gets by him. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out.
Back-to-back singles. Even though he was really late on it, he clearly barreled the ball because that one was ripped down the line. He had to be really short with that swing, not get beat by that pitch.
And now Andrew Kisner. There's a strike. First and second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch is outside.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. Hernandez tracks it down for the out. Giants leave a couple. They're on top, however, 9-4. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Hayden Birdsong.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
And now it's Mookie Betts. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. That's a little bit low. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
That one missed. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Stays alive. Turns and fires to Betts. And that just misses.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Up next,
Here is Freddie Freeman.
third baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Right through there for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that's outside.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. towards first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Will Smith.
Stepping in, Will Smith. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Hit in the air, center field. Lee hauls it in to end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Shohei Ohtani.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Back to the top of the order, Jung-Hoo Lee getting ready to hit. Ohtani in his 8th season, 30 years old now, and he was born in Japan. And a foul ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. This to center field. Kim pulls it in on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one hops against the fence. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Boog, I know you love the slug. Well, the slugging percentage is on the rise in this one. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the game. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Next to hit, Wilmer Flores. Right through there for a strike. Ramos on at second with 2 down. Misses the sweeper.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Throw on to Freeman, and that will end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Giants 9 and the Dodgers 4. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Teoscar Hernandez. Birdsong back to work. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
Fastball is outside.
One more time.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
That's right, LA.
Outside.
Nope. Outside.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses.
Ball 4.
So a leadoff walk.
Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it. If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Yo 1.
Ball 1.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nobody out. Runner at first. Breaking ball misses down and away. Fouls one off. 2-2. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there.
Oh, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
That one ripped, but foul. Outside with a breaking ball. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. The Giants leading by 5 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. That's inside. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Michael Conforto will climb in. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back here in L.A., all set for the start of the inning. And now here is Dominic Smith. And a Immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Movement in the bullpen. Alex Vesia up and loosening in the pen. Number 86 also throwing. And that misses. And the count is 1-1.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
So up next, Casey Schmidt. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Smith on at first. Nobody out. And now the count is even. Swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. And there's a ball.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
And ball
Nope.
4, 2
Ball
aboard.
4.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Now batting, right fielder, Gerard.
First and second, no outs. Now it's the right fielder, Gerard Encarnacion. Just missed. Otani, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Pitch misses there, and the count is 2-0.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Just missed. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
It just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Fitzgerald now at the plate. Off the plate, and that's ball 1. In the dirt, blocked. No advance. Good job behind the dish. And another ball.
I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And there's the automatic. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Andrew Kisner, the next Giant to hit. Late with the swing there.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-2. Bases loaded, nobody out here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is a big first out.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away, but no advance from the runners. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Pajes makes the grab. Runner tags for home. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 11-4.
Now, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Ohtani will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So they turn to Lou Trevino.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And up next for San Francisco, Willy Adames.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Next offering is in for a strike. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. They put 2 on the board. 1 hit, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Giants 11 and the Dodgers 4. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Tyler Rogers. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Hye-Sung Kim. On the corner for a strike. It's 0-1. And strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
On the ground to third. Zips it across. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a strikeout. Liner caught it second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's Mookie now. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Ground ball right side. Gloves it on the dive from his backside, and that'll do it.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars, but an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
Final score in this one, 11-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.